Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to write a C program to generate prime numbers, or we are going to print a series of prime numbers, right? So in this program we will be giving a limit, and within that given limit whichever prime numbers are there, those numbers will be printed. So in this program we are going to use two for loops and one if condition, and let's check how these conditions and loops are used. Okay, so our program starts with the include or header file statements hash include stdio dot h, next hash include console input output dot h, our main method, then comes the variable declaration. I'll declare it in integer data type, n for the limit, I and j for our for loop, and I will be using a counter variable, that is c, to get hold of the count. Okay, so I'll be writing a print statement, printf enter the value for n, or we can say enter the limit. I'll be using scanf statement to read whatever input that has been given, and I'll store it in the said variable, that is n. Now I'll be writing a for loop. So using this for loop I'll be extracting each and every number from the given limit. For example, if I have given the limit as 10 or the value of n as 10, I'll be declaring, or I'll be extracting the numbers right from 1 to n. But we all know that 1 is not a prime number, right? So we will be extracting the numbers from 2. I'll start extracting from number 2, right? And I will extract unless and until I is less than or equal to n, then I plus plus. So once I extract a number, I will have to divide it from 1 till itself, because the definition of prime number is a number which is divisible by 1 and itself. So using the second for loop, what I'll do is I'll extract the numbers from 1 till it becomes, or the value of j becomes I, then j plus plus. Once I have extracted one number from the given limit and one number from 1 till itself, I'll check if I mod j 0. If I mod j is 0, which means whenever I divide the value of I with the value of j, whenever the remainder becomes 0, I'll just increment the value of counter. Okay, so let us check. Initial value of I is 2, right? I is less than n, say value of n is 5. Whether 2 is less than 5, yes, this condition is true. So the control came inside this loop. Here we have one more for loop where the value of j is initially 1. Whether the value of j, that is 1, is less than or equal to the value of I, that is 2. Whether 1 is less than or equal to 2, yes, the given condition is true. I will, or the control will come inside. Then I'll check whether 2 mod 1 is 0, whether 2 mod 1 is 0 or not. In this case it is true, 2 mod 1 is 0, right? So the control will come inside. The value of c will be incremented. Initially the value of c is 0, now it will be incremented to 1, right? So then my control will come again to this particular for loop. Next j will be incremented. Now the value of j is 2. Whether 2 is less than 2, no. Whether 2 is equal to 2, yes, condition true. The control will come inside. I'll check whether 2 mod 2 is 0. Yes, 2 mod 2 is 0. The control will come inside. C will be incremented to 2. Next, my for loop will come again here. Now the value of j is 3. Whether 3 is less than 2? No. Whether 3 is equal to 2? No. This particular condition is false. So the control will come outside this particular loop. Once the control comes outside that particular loop, what I'll do is I'll simply check if the value of C is 2. If the value of counter variable, that is C, is 2, what I'll do is I'll simply print the value of uh, uh, variable I, right? The variable I. Next, what I'll do is I'll initialize the value of C to 0. Right, once this is done, my control will come again to this particular loop. Value of I will be incremented. Value of I is 3. Here again j is 1. 3 mod 1 0. Yes, true. C will be incremented. J is 2. Whether 2 is less than 3? Yes. 2 3 mod 2. Whether 3 mod 2 is 0? No. Condition false. It will come again here 3. Condition true. 3 mod 3. Yes, 0. C will be incremented. Again j becomes 4. Whether 4 is less than 3? No. Condition false. It will come here. The control will come here. It checks whether the counter variable, value of counter variable is 2. If so, it will print the value of I. Then it will reinitialize the value of C to 0. Right, once this particular condition is false, the control will come outside this particular loop, and I'll stop the execution here. Now let us debug the program. Program executed with 0 errors and 0 warning. Now let us run the program. I'll give the value of n to 10. So as we all know, there are around 4 prime numbers between 1 to 10. Those are 2, 3, 5 and 7. Let us press enter and you can see 2, 3, 5 and 7. Right, I'll execute this program again and I'll give the value of n to 20. You can see 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and 19. Right.